Hello, my fellow Nigerians. How one of the governorship aspirant in Ondo State, what he says, that he will bring a transformation to the state, says Agboola Ajayi. Agboola Ajayi, with the conclusion of the Edo State governorship election, attention has shifted to Ondo, where the same will hold on 16th November. In this interview with a journalist, candidate of the People's Democratic Party, Agboola Ajayi, says he's transforming a new agenda will change the fortune of the Sunshine State to the future it deserves. He added that the people of the state and not any godfather would determine their next governor. As the PDP candidate running against the current governor, a lot of people said it is an election between two former deputies of late Governor Rotimi Akeredolu. Is this what is for you personally? Oh yes, it is exactly what people are saying. Like you must have heard, Governor Lucky Ayedatiwa served as a deputy governor from Ilaje local government. My humble self, I also served as a deputy governor, though Governor Ayedatiwa may not be a grassroots as me. I started from the ward. I was a ward chairman. I became the secretary of the party in the local government. I became a supervisory councillor for works. For agric, I became chairman, caretaker committee of local government. Again, I was also elected as a substantive chairman for another 3 years. After that, I was also elected to represent Ilaje Eseudo in the House of Representatives, where I was lucky to also chair the Committee on Niger Delta. I also served as a deputy governor, but the attractive mood is that both of us were from deputy governors. I'm from Eseudo. He is from Ilaje, from the same riverine. Nobody can say it is an election between Akoko or Ilaje Eseudo, or an election between Akure or Ondo. So these two are saying, so those who are saying it is an election between former deputy governors, maybe they have now narrowed it down to the two of us. The two major parties, that is the PDP and the APC. So I think they are right to have said so. The campaign so far has been fraught with exchanges from your party and the APC. But a lot of people are saying that beyond the rhetoric, what do you have to offer? It is a time where politicians are exchanging words. Like you said, a lot of us are interested in becoming the governor of Ondo State. But you also need to ask them, like you are doing now. When you become a governor, what do you want to do? Definitely from what others must have done before. From as someone who is aspiring to be governor, I didn't just wake up and say, I want to be governor of Ondo State. I have looked at the area. I was born and brought up in that riverine. Not only that, I am familiar with the political terrain of Ondo State very well. Vice. How to really do a different thing that will make Ondo State economically viable. Not only that, in terms of security, how can the people be secured? You must be aware that there are a lot of kidnapping activities in the state. Obas were kidnapped. Innocent people cannot go to the farm. It has also contributed to why there is scarcity of food in Ondo State, more than any other state you can think of in Nigeria. So when I become the governor of Ondo State, people should be ready to see a new Ondo State. And I have a document which I have put together. I call it transforming a new in education, economic activities, transport, marine business, insecurity, aviation. Think of what can make life meaningful for our people. We are ready to lay a foundation that they will be able to say at the time somebody was a governor here, and these are the things he was able to put in place. So that is transforming a new to the future that we deserve. A lot of people make reference to your time as a House Representatives member when you were chairman of NDDC. Some said you brought some level of development through the NDDC. Is that what people should still look out for? Like I said, it is part of my capacity to deliver. Until when I became a House of a Representative member, those who were there before just went there and came back. But when I became a member of a House of Representatives, I can tell you that a lot of people felt my impact in terms of empowerment, in terms of road projects, in terms of infrastructure. I did my best. When the former governor was alive, he spearheaded the establishment of Amotekun, and without missing words, Amotekun is performing better in Ondo State than any other state in the southwest. What are your plans to make the outfit more efficient, considering the protracted insecurity that we have? Let me thank you for this question. When my late boss, Governor Rotimi Akeredolu, was alive, he did his best. You will agree with me that office policy is what is driving any government administration. I was part of those that put Amotekun together. I was deputy governor at that time. We looked at the terrain, that it is better for us to have indigenous security outfit that would understand the terrain very well to complement the effort of the conventional security agencies. And that was the story behind the Amotekun. They were doing better when Akeredolu was alive than what they are doing now. In Ondo State, about 2 weeks ago, one innocent man was kidnapped, killed in his farm at Oka. Another one at Ikoron, slaughtered. It was worsened despite the huge amount of money the governor is taking as a security vote. So I have said this clearly that once I'm governor, I'm going to establish a unit in Amotekun that we will call a forest guard. I am going to strengthen the existent Amotekun very well. That unit, their job is to protect our forest, to protect our environment with modern equipment, so that if there's any crime, within the next 3 or 5 minutes, they should be able to round them up. It is not as if there is no crime abroad. It is not as if there is no crime everywhere. No society is free of crime, but that must be a combative measure so that we can always overcome it. By the time I become the governor of Ondo State, you will see what will happen. Honestly speaking, if there is one program that President Bola Tinubu has achieved in this government, it is that policy, local government autonomy, because local governments strengthen, deepen democracy. All this idea of no money here and there, they don't have to come to Abuja to come and look for contracts. They don't have to come to Akure to come and look for contracts. I was a council chairman at 2005/6. I awarded a road project worth 500 million naira. So if as at that time I was able to achieve that, I believe by now, if I'm a local government chairman or anybody who is a council chairman should be able to also award project for 1 million naira, 2 million, and they are getting good allocation that can actually impact on the lives of the people around there. When I heard that governors are taking local government funds, I have not been there, and I don't want to speak against anybody, but for me, I can never do it because I see it as a criminal erosion of a function. They should allow the third tier of government has been spelled out in the constitution. What do you mean by power of incumbency? The power of the masses is more than the power of anybody. We have seen sitting presidents, sitting governors that lost election. So what is special about the incumbent? This is the first time in the history of Ondo State that people are defecting from the ruling party back to opposition every day. So what does that have to do with power of incumbency? The people will decide, and let me also tell you, this is not about PDP or APC. It is about the masses. People are interested in who wants to be the governor. Those who are in APC and the PDP are also interested in who wants to become the governor. I can assure you, the president will provide a level playing ground. INEC also will do the needful. So for me, the governor will decide, the people will decide who will be their governor. Are you not worried because your party itself at the national level is having some crisis? Are you not worried that this might affect your campaign or your election? Even at this state level, how can you navigating this at the national and the state levels? Every politics is local. I want to be governor of Ondo State. I am not contesting to be the president of Nigeria. So despite the internal crisis of PDP that you are saying to me, there is nothing special about whether there is an internal crisis at all. APC also has their own crisis. Labour Party has. So it is part of the system. It is part of politics. It has nothing to do with Agboola Ajayi becoming governor. My people, I think you heard what the governor to be have said. In your opinion, in the comment section, say your opinion, share, like, subscribe to this channel. God bless Nigeria. Thanks and God bless. Amen.